Well, Wayne and I have taken a long Jeep ride down to an Amber claim. It's one of the new Amber claims, and it is a rough and definitely four-wheel road, very brushy, but we're finally down here, and this is Bull Creek. This is a very dry creek at this point. Hopefully we'll be able to find a little pool of water someplace, but I wouldn't guarantee it. Thus far, the most excitement we've had has been about halfway down the road here. We were creeping along in the Jeep, and there was a big old rattlesnake right there in the road. A couple of minutes later, we were going down, we start running into bear tracks that are just going straight down the road. The bear wasn't even bothering to go through the brush. He was just moseying down the road. Anyway, so we're here. We're gonna do a little exploration, see if we can find a crack or two to work on, and take it from there. So we'll get back to you shortly. Well, Wayne has moseyed down the creek quite a ways there. He says there's some real nice bedrock down there. I'm going to go join him in a second. But right off the bat here, I found a nice big chunk of bedrock. You can see all this bedrock right here. And at the base of the bedrock, there's a little channel. And at the base of that little channel, I dug down. There was all kinds of, flat rocks standing straight up and compacted down in there. But you can see that there's a couple of holes, and they go down quite a ways. This is a perfect spot for gold to accumulate. I'm just hoping that I'm the first one in this spot. I'm going to show you here. I went ahead and cleaned it out with every one of the little tools that I have, and then put in my sucker bulb, poured just a little water from my water bottle down in there, and you can see how far I'm getting down in here. Let's get this down here and start working it down in, and let's back up a little bit, and you can see how far that went down into that hole. Now hopefully there's some nice virgin material and lots of gold at the bottom of that will come up in my sucker bulb. So I just work that around until I get up as much as I think I can get out of that hole. And then I'm going to call it a day and go on down and find some more bedrock. But that's the first little crack that I worked. And luckily it was a crack with a hole at the bottom, which is exactly what I always look for. So hopefully we got some gold out of that. We'll know when we get back to the house and are able to process this stuff, because there ain't a drop of water here other than what's in my water bottle. Alright, as I was wandering down the creek to find Wayne, I ran across a spot I had to stop and do a little digging in. Alright, right here where you can see my bucket, this is on bedrock, alright, and bedrock runs right around. There you see my shadow moving, and on down the creek. Now that's all bedrock right there, alright, but right here at the edge of the bedrock there is another chunk of bedrock that sticks out and forms a little pocket, and right down in that pocket I got down and really dug to get down in there, and as you can see, here's some nice reddish material. I'm down to bedrock there at the bottom, and so I just scraped that area, and I've got about a half of a small bucket of material now. So hopefully there'll be a little gold in that. Didn't find exactly what I was hoping for, and that would be a nice V at the bottom down there. I'm going to step upstream here a little bit and stand on this flat rock, because as we look up about 40 or 50 feet from where I'm digging and where the actual stream course is, you can see that there is an entire wall built right here out of stacked rock. All right, let's get in a little closer. See all those stacked rocks right in there. All right, and there's of course a tree that's fallen right across the top. Right where that tree is would have been a spot where Perlow or somebody like that, some of the early 49ers, might have had a cabin site. So I wish I had a detector with me today. I will have to come back down here and check that area out, because that is a flat area up there, would have been a perfect spot for a campsite or a cabin. All right, so just shows that this area has definitely been worked. We'll look on downstream, and I do not think we can even see Wayne all the way down there. That boy has got a case of the walkarounds today, or walkabouts. All right, we'll go down and find Wayne and see what he's doing. Well, Wayne and I are heading out, and believe me, this is a four-wheel high clearance Jeep trail. I guess if you had a high clearance four-wheel drive pickup, you could do it, no sweat. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't advise anybody to attempt this road with a passenger car, shall we say, right? Okay. It's just a bumpy, nasty old road out in the middle of nowhere. And
rattlesnakes like it out here.
The rattlesnakes do like it out here. Well, we'll be cruising by that spot. We saw him in a little while. We'll see if he's still hanging around and take a picture of him. I had a feeling he took off. He wasn't too happy to see us. It's not like we ever did anything to him, but you know, some snakes are just like that. Okay, oh man, okay, it's gonna get really rough. So I'm gonna turn this thing off, because jouncing around is not exactly what videos are made of.